Hey guys, if your person is an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, this is going to be your reading. Or maybe they're neither and you've just been attracted to this reading. This is a message for you. There's something in here that is going to resonate with your situation. Okay, there's a message you're meant to receive. All right, let's get a significator for the energy generally. We have time for a nap. So they're in a space of inertia. But when we talk about time for a nap, we talk about rest, and when we talk about rest, we talk about healing, we talk about rejuvenation. So right now they're in the energy of yin. They're not taking action, and tapping into their feminine aspect, which is signified by the moon. So really tapping into the cosmos, their own intuition, because maybe there's something on their mind, and maybe it has something to do with their destiny. There's a lot of stars here. Okay, so they're making time right now for stillness because they're trying to figure out, what is their next move. I'll pull cards, but that's what I get. Their energy towards you. Yeah, time for a nap. It looks like they were doing too much. All right, the energy towards you. We have the fairy of youth. Okay, so they see you as whilst they're napping, and they might even be bloody exhausted whilst they're napping. You are the exact opposite. They see you as exuberant, full of energy. They don't even know where the hell you get the energy from. And they see you just so enthusiastic about the future. It's like your future is going to be bright, everything's going to work out in your favor. Whereas they are very uncertain, and that's why they're doing this kind of hermit thing that we see here. Because they are unsure and they need to get more clarity as to what they're meant to be doing. But they see you as the exact opposite. They see you as very self-assured. You know exactly what you're going to do. You know exactly what you want to manifest, and they have no doubt that you're going to get it because you are a go-getter. And for some reason, she's a runner, she's a track star. That's the song that's playing. Maybe because she's like on your marks, get set, go, right? Maybe they see you as running away from them. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see. Well, maybe some of you guys are track stars. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Queen of the Golden Bow. You have the Midas touch. Whatever you touch turns into gold, whereas they're just trying to figure out life right now. So they see you as so high above them. So many songs coming out, right? She's so high above me, right? The lady of the bow, right? The golden bow. So they see you up in this golden tree. Everything is nice for you. Okay. Life is good. They may even see you taking on something new. This is a card number one, right? So it feels like everything is happening for you whilst they have gone into some sort of like sleep mode. Yeah. Hibernation. Hibernation. So you guys are two different stages in life right now. Okay, let's see what's happening. Maybe we can get an idea of why they've gone into sleep mode. Let's see what's happening. We have the Fool in reverse. Why are they feeling dumb? We're about to find out. That Fool in reverse came out for most of the readings, huh? All right, let's see. Why are they in hibernation mode? We have the Queen of Wands. You see, they're trying to figure out where to direct their energy at this time. What's the next thing? What are they meant to do? They don't know. I think before they thought they knew, and it feels like Like nothing was created out of their efforts. So now they're trying to seek the guidance of the divine. They don't know what to do. Yeah. Everything that they've put their time, effort, and energy into has turned into a big mess. We have the Ten of Wands here, right? More burdens and baggage than before. So now they're afraid to make a move. They're afraid to make a move. Especially when it comes to love and relationship. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So they may have put their time, effort, and energy into a love situation. I don't know if it's your love situation or another one, and they see that it just didn't work out. Or maybe, well, they're thinking that it just didn't work out, but this card tells me that they didn't approach it with the right energy. And the reason why I say that is the Knight of Cups in reverse. He's what we would call, the amorous narcissist, a love collector, right? Some people hoard things. Well, love collectors hoard people, right? Safety nets for the safety net. Okay, so it could be they're thinking, woe is me, and nothing ever works out for me. But it looks like they didn't approach their love relationships with the right energy. They approached their love relationships with the intention of playing the field. And once you mess around like that, karma going to find your address at some point, right? So now they realize they were doing, just as I said before, they were doing too much, right? So they need to sit their butt down, and that's exactly what they're doing. Now they see you as the Queen of the Golden Bow, okay? King of Cups in reverse. They don't even know if you love them anymore, right? Because when they look at you, they feel like you just don't have time. So many good things are happening in your life. You're leveling up. They don't think that you have time for them because they see themselves right now as a loser. I think they have been humbled by the universe. And they're such in a low space or in that sunken place that they don't think that you would want to be with somebody like them. You are a queen, right? They don't think that they are on your level. Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're not giving them any energy at all. Okay? And in fact, they think that you're gone. They don't even know if you ever loved them in the first place. All right. What do they want to talk to you about right now? So they have been humbled. What do they want to talk to you? I think humbled so badly that they're really doubting themselves and their appeal and what they can bring to a partner. I think it was that bad. All right. What I want to talk to you about? Trickery. I told you. This person was doing too much. They were doing too much. But when you do these kind of things, it's going to catch up with you. And look, we have the squirrel. And you know what the squirrel does? They hoard things. I told you. Hoarding people, right? Tricking people, playing with people's heart. Look at the dragon here, right? Taking things that weren't theirs to take. So what do they want to talk about? All right. They want to talk about joy. I don't know if your name is Joy. Maybe your name is Joy, right? But maybe they want to talk about the good times you guys had. What's going to make them happy? What will make you happy? I don't know. Let's find out. Spirit, what do they want to talk about with regard to this joy? Maybe joy is a karmic partner and all. I don't know. Let's see. We have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles talks about holding on to things, not giving up. Not letting go. It talks about destiny. That's the Wheel of Fortune. We have here, what's this? Temptation in reverse. That's the Devil in reverse. All right, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, they want to talk a little bit about what they did in the past, but they also want to affirm that they have not given up on you and this relationship. And that's the first thing that they start out with. They've not given up on you. You might have given up on them, right? But they see you as part of their joy. right? When they think about abundance, they think about happiness, they think about you. And because of that, they're not giving up on you and this relationship. For some of you guys, um, I wouldn't say they're stalking you, but maybe energetically they might be trying to connect with you, looking at you whilst you're sleeping. Yeah, a little creepy. Um, but they're not giving up on you. And I hope, it's not in that kind of psycho stalker kind of way, right? If they are psycho stalker, please break all contact. Um, but they see you, as I said, part of their joy. When they think about joy, they think about you. And they think that eventually you guys are going to be together. And it feels like this is a message that they receive psychically. Look, we have the messenger coming to deliver the message here, right? So they are convinced that you are going to be part of their future, their destiny. Um, and they want you to know that all that juggling that they were doing in the past, they have said goodbye to that. That's what they want you to know, right? They have said goodbye to that temptation in reverse. They have dealt with that, and you will not be having to deal with that in any new incarnation of your relationship. So they start off with they're certain about who you are and what they want, and they want to reassure you that whatever was part of your relationship in the past where they may have been with other people, they want you to know that they're no longer doing that kind of thing. That's what they say. Let's see what their higher self says. Their higher self, what do you have to say about all of that? What does their higher self say? All right, we have sexual freedom. All right, we have connection. Okay, so they're letting you know that your person does feel a connection with you. Um, but it feels like one of the challenges that they were meant to encounter, that they have to encounter, that they have to transmute in this lifetime is the way that they express sex, sexuality, their sex appeal. It's issues surrounding the sacral chakra. That's what I get with that sexual freedom card. Perhaps your relationship offers them this safe space within which they can express that and still get that emotional intimacy. Let me pull some cards on it and see what's going on. All right, what does their higher self want you to know? All right, they say they're not giving up on you and they're done with all that messing around from the past. What does the higher self want you to know? All right, higher self coming out strong. 2 of Cups. All right, so with this connection card, this higher self wants you to know that they do feel this love connection with you. But they also want you to know that this person has not gotten rid of the third party energy in their life. So part of what they said here is true, but also when it comes to them releasing temptation and other people, they still have not accomplished that bit of it just yet. Okay. It could be this person might be polyamorous, right? And if it is that you are open to the same, maybe you can have some kind of ethical non-monogamy going on. But if it is that polyamory, polygyny, whatever you want to call it, whatever the permutation, if it is that you are not interested in that, higher self is letting you know that this person may not be a good partner for you at this time. Okay, we have the I'm going to say Child of Cups, but it is a Page of Cups in reverse, and higher self is letting you know why. Higher self is letting you know that the reason why a person acts out like that is because they were not loved as a child, so now they kind of equate sexual love, sexual connection with intimacy, with love, with nurturing. And it feels like it's a void that is never filled inside of them. And that's why they keep um, trying to access energies from a whole bunch of people instead of just finding contentment within one monogamous relationship. So the higher self is telling you why. And the higher self is telling you, no, it's not, you don't have to write off this person, right? It feels like, because this is a star card, and the star card is about hope. So spirit and star card is about healing. So the higher self is letting you know that there is hope for this person to heal that core wound and to turn up differently in this relationship. But this moment is not that moment. Okay? This moment is not that moment. So they love you and all of that, but there's still something else here, someone else here. And this temptation, it doesn't have to be a person, okay? Maybe their allegiance may lie with something, maybe some sort of addiction, because Three of Cups can also signal that as well. So they may be coming back saying, they've been to rehab and they're a changed person now, blah, 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 blah. But Spirit letting you know more work needs to be done. And maybe that's why they're in spiritual timeout too. More work needs to be done. And it's not a hopeless situation, but they're not in a space where they can be that kind of partner that you want. Okay. So what's going to be their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? We have Knight of Wands in reverse. And, Knight of Wands in reverse is the end of the fuckboy, where we kind of settle down and channel our energy a little bit more productively. So it looks like they're going to be working on that, like that self-discipline. We have the Queen of Pentacles. That's you. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. No drama. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. I'm not sure if they will reach out in this particular case, right? They don't want to involve you in the drama that might be happening in their life. And there's also some sort of very painful ending or betrayal that they are dealing with, okay? So I think that's why they're doing that timeout too, okay? There's a lot that is going on, a lot that they're thinking about, but they're also thinking about you. I just don't think that they will reach out to you at this time. There's just a lot of moving parts in their life, okay? And you're doing so well and they feel like shit, so they can't show up as a winner, so they'd rather not show up at all. All right. What's Spirit's advice for you in this situation? We got deep replenishment, and that's what they're doing, man. That's what Spirit is instructing you to do. So Spirit's saying your person taking a time out, right? But Spirit wants you to take a time out too. It says retreat, rest, and be held. Okay, so maybe you was doing too much too, right? So maybe it's time for a vacay, or just making time for yourself to nurture yourself, pamper yourself. You know what I mean? We have get grounded, and especially in nature, okay? It says empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Now, when you're highly sensitive and you're aware of it, and you might even be developing those psychic gifts, it's a lot of energy, it's a lot of electricity, right? Right, this is what vibration and frequency is about. It's about electricity and energy. All electrical devices need to be grounded, not so? And you're one of the most massive electrical devices that you will ever encounter. So Spirit is saying you have to find time to get grounded. And get grounded means plenty of things. And it might be physically get grounded, get out there. And if it's not so cold, um, get your feet on the grass, right? Or if you live in warmer climes, you can really get outdoors. And once it's safe to do so, be careful if you're diabetic. Take your shoes off and you connect with the earth. Otherwise, you might have to buy one of those earthen mats or anything like that. Another way to ground yourself as well is to touch soil. So if you have, you're near to trees, you have a garden, soil, plants, any kind of living things, especially living things that are in the wild, can also get you grounded as well. Okay. And this could also talk about, seeing about the 3D things that make, life kind of function. So if it is that you have been putting off projects, right? This is a time to ground them. If it is that there have been things that you've been putting off, taking care of your home, taking care of your body, this is a time to get those kinds of things done and really see about yourself. Okay? I'm love. So that was your reading. Please can I ask you to subscribe to the channel as an energy exchange and make sure you put on the notification bell so that you know every time that I go live or I post a video. All right. Take care.